Hey guys, it's Easy once again, and it's a pleasure to be with you guys once again. It's been a while. It's just been a very busy and hectic time, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I just want to say, if you find such videos interesting, or if you're just stumbling across this video for the first time, I want you to make your way down this subscribe button to subscribe, both on YouTube to subscribe, or if you're on Substack to subscribe, and just follow us as we keep on sharing more information like this from topics that ranges from synesthesia, because I try to use synesthesia, which is when sensory activities in the brain crosses and brings a variety of sensation or new sensation. I try to use that to portray how such connections reflect on the larger scale, meaning within ourselves, within the cosmos, and within the whole environment at large. So once again, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for your support, for rocking with me, for riding with me, for staying and for watching my videos, and for taking the time to like, to comment, and to restart, as well as share my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. And today we're going to be going on something new after we round up the series. And before we go to the topic, or go to the subject, or go to the title of what I'm going to be talking about today, I want to go about the concept. I always like to say, I always like to tie the concept of God. I always like to bring to awareness, or to bring attention to this idea or the concept of God, or the divine, in the sense that it has been something that has been on the lips of humanity for as long as and in this time and in this hour of our lives. I believe it is important to always talk about it. And I always like to tie or connect the concept of God with intentionality, which comes with everything we do, in the sense that there's an intentional aspect to what we do, in the sense of when we are learning a new skills, when we are doing anything, if it's a piece of work, if it's walking, if it's art, if it's finance, if it's even writing, if it's reading, if it's even the mundane things that we do, or not mundane, I wouldn't say mundane, but the normal things or the usual things we do in our day-to-day life that has become so normal for us, that has become so easy and simple. If it comes from you just trying to take a cup to drink of water, if it comes from you just trying to take a cup to drink water, the fact that you are cooking, the fact that you're going to even use the restroom, the fact that you're going to do the normal basic things that human beings do. It has gone through a lot of process to become, or to make it autonomous, and that comes with an intentionality, even if we are aware of it or not. But there's an intentional aspect to the design that makes us human, and the more we get to pay attention and get to put awareness on that, that is where we have to see the gratitude behind, or we get to have the gratitude to be able to appreciate it, understand how intentionality is at play in what we in and everything we do. And today, the topic that I'm going to be talking about today, just to give an introduction into it, it is attention as alchemy, how the word pulls your mind. And I also dropped a Substack post in relation to this that also connects with it for those who are going to be reading that too. There's going to be a link in this video that actually gives you fuller perspective, that makes it more complete, and I suggest you take your time to read that too. And I hope you always share your thoughts and your ideas and your opinions with me. And other than that, today I want to say the core idea behind this video, I'm going to say the core idea is that attention is not only alchemy, it is ecosystem. It is shaped by forces around you, and just as it shapes as forces within you. And as the hermetic says, as above so below, as within so without. So everything comes to play, and that is why I'm making not just the Substack post for the written words, but also the YouTube script to tie it up. So that's why I hope you do your best, or you try to read the Substack post that is attached to this video, to have more understanding of both sides, about just the way reading and writing are just one of the same thing, and listening and speaking are the same side of the same coin. So is this video going to be. This is the idea behind the Substack post and the YouTube, or the video post and the Substack written note. And I'm going to go now straight forward to the video. I'm going to read it out, and I hope you enjoy listening, because I like to present my videos, I like to present my words in poem, in prose, in short write-up or stories, whatever way you want to call it. And I hope as I read now, I hope you enjoy listening. And the intro or introduction into my video for today, they say that attention is alchemy, that what you look at comes alive. But the ancient mystics also warned about something else, something many people forget. Your attention is the gateway to your soul, the desert father said. Not just the power you use, but the power the world uses on you. Today we explore this hidden architecture that shapes your awareness before you even know you're choosing. This is the other half of the story. The ancient understood attention's power, but also its vulnerability. From Egypt to Indian, from Taoist sages to Christian mystics, attention was seen as the first force, the one that makes reality respond. But he also said, guard your mind more than words, from it flows the issues of life. That is Proverbs 4 verse 23. They weren't talking about focus. They were talking about attentional influence. The subtle current that pulls your awareness. The subtle force that pulls your awareness, just the way the tides pulls the sea. The Buddha warned, what you dwell upon, you become. That's the Pampada. But he also said, guard the doors of your senses. Connection, your attention is not an island. In modern terms, your mind is not a closed system. It's a network node, a receiver, a transmitter. Your attention is constantly interacting with the collective emotions, cultural symbols, other people's senses, digital cues, algorithms, environmental rhythm. But ancient Stoic understood this. Epicurus wrote, wherever you give your thought becomes your master. But here is the part that most people forget. The world knows this and it has always used it. Temple used sound, priests used incense, kings used colors, empires used spectacles, tribes used reading. Now it's notifications on your phone, infinite scroll on social media, short-form dopamine loops. The tools might have changed, but the mechanism is identical. Attention is not just something you use, it's something being shaped. As within, so without. The mystics knew attention could be pulled from inside. The Sufis taught, the world is a mirror. What you see is what you are. Rumi, that's what Rumi said. But he also said something else. Beware the thief of presence. Al-Ghazali. A force that steals your attention before you recognize the thief. In India, the yogis describe averti, mind-weaved, stirred by external forces. In Christian mysticism, they call it logosimo, meaning these are attention that are trying to pull your thoughts away. And that is what happens when they said about the fall of man. Those are, we call it intrusive thoughts, not originating from the soul, but from the atmosphere of the world. Today, psychology call them attentional jackers, limbic triggers, cognitive hooks, novelty traps, algorithm conditioning, different languages, same phenomenon. The modern parallel, while our attention span isn't short, it is shortened. People say humans have shorter attention span now. Why? But the truth is more interesting. Your span isn't shorter. Your environment is louder. The mystics said the same about their own eras. The thousand ones, the world pulls the outward Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching, and warned that the only remedy was returning our attention inward before the world claims it. Today, neuroscientists say the same thing in different terms. Attention is a finite resource, constantly being bid for from you and those and also by the external worlds outside of you. Your mind is not weak, it is outnumbered. That's not your failure, that's the architecture built around you. And in the modern world now, there's so much information flying around. As much as it is nice to be able to get yourself attached to so much information and get to learn as much as you can, it is also important for you to also pull away from the information and give your mind the attention to return to itself. The theory of relativity of ideas, a mystic and modern parallels. Here is a phenomenon the mystic understood long before physics. Ideas appear in clusters. If you don't act on them, someone else will. Carl Jung calls it collective unconscious. The Vedic text called it Chitaloka, the mind space shared by all being. Mystics said inspiration is like lightning. It strikes many minds at once, and the one with attention available receives it fully. Modern creativity research calls this multiple discoveries. Einstein wasn't the only one to approach relativity. Others we're orbiting around the same ideas simultaneously. So ask yourself, how many ideas might you have lost because your attention was pulled in the moment they arrived? This is what this YouTube episodes review. This is what this episode is talking about. Not the alchemy of where the attention goes, but the gravity of the alchemy, or the pull that pulls it away. A practical and human truth. Mystics, psychologists, and neuroscientists agree. Attention is the most valuable thing we want. But they also agree on something deeper. Attention is relational. It responds to environment. It is shaped as much as it shapes. That is why your ideas vanish. That is why your focus drifts. That is why the whole culture experiences the same mood. That is why you feel pulled by invisible currents. You are not failing, you are connected to the environment that is around you. And that connection can be used for you or against you. The balance between pull and place. Let's end with a forgotten line. From the Hermetic tradition, the mind is both a lamp and a window. That's the corpus hermeticum, meaning you shine attention outward to illuminate to the world, but the world shines back and colors your attention. Your power is not only in placing your attention, but in knowing when it's being pulled. And that is the end of my little, my short poem, prose, or write-up. I hope you enjoy listening to it, and do your best, and feel free to share your thoughts and your ideas with me as we learn and grow from each other, and hope to see you on the next video. And once again, it's a pleasure being with you. I'm wishing each and every one of you a beautiful day. Have a good and bye for now.